How to install MIUI 11.0.4.0 based on Android 10 using TWRP recovery on the Xiaomi Poco F1. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Hey peeps, what's up? Manchi here, back with another video, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can install MIUI 11.0.4.0 based on Android 10 using TWRP recovery on your Poco F1. Why are we using the TWRP recovery method? We are using the TWRP recovery method because if we try to upgrade to Android 10 using system updater, we are going to get a message that you cannot verify the update and that the ROM is in beta testing. Make sure you have an authorized account. So this is the only reason why we are using TWRP recovery. As you can see, I do have the Poco F1 running MIUI 11 Global Stable version 11.0.5.0 based on Android 9.0 Pie. Before you ask me why is the new version MIUI 11.0.4.0, I have no clue why Xiaomi would go from 11.0.5.0 to 11.0.4.0. I guess common sense is not common at Xiaomi. Are we going to lose our data? I do not know because I'm doing this for the first time and recording at the same time as well. Now, what are the prerequisites for this video? The prerequisites for this video are you need to have an unlocked bootloader and you need to have TWRP recovery installed. I have already specified why are we using TWRP recovery. Next thing we need to do is we'll go into settings and then we need to go into password and security and remove your password, fingerprint unlock and any face unlock which you have set up. Next, go back, go into Mi account and remove your Mi account. Once that is done, go back, go into accounts and sync and remove your Google account. Once you've removed all the accounts and security measures, make sure you reboot your device once. Why are we removing all the accounts and security measures? We're doing this because we are upgrading from Android 9 to Android 10 and I don't want you peeps to be locked out of your own device. Another very important thing which you need to make sure is that have a backup of all your pictures, videos and anything important which you have on your device, because if we run into any encryption issues, we are going to do a format data from TWRP recovery, in which case you are going to lose all your pictures, videos, and anything important which you have on your device. Before we get to the files which we need to go into settings and then we need to go into password and security, go into privacy, and then encryption and credentials. As you can see, my phone is not encrypted, which means I will have to flash disable force encryption. If your phone is encrypted, then you need not download the disable force encryption zip file. So these are the files which we need. For starters, you need MIUI 11.0.4.0 Android 10 full ROM zip file which you're going to flash from TWRP recovery. As for the authenticity of the zip file, the link to the file which you find in the description of the video is from Xiaomi's servers. Next thing, we need disable force encryption. Again, those of you who are not encrypted need disable force encryption, and this is a different version of disable force encryption which we are going to use for Android 10. And then we need Magisk version 20.3 or above. Why do we need Magisk? We need Magisk because we want TWRP recovery to stick. If you do not install Magisk and reboot after installing MIUI 11 Android 10 ROM, then your TWRP recovery will be overwritten by stock MIUI recovery. Once you've downloaded all the files, next thing we need to do is we'll boot into TWRP recovery. For that, the first thing we're going to do is turn off our device. Once the device is turned off, press and hold volume up and power button at the same time till you see the TWRP recovery boot logo. Once we are in TWRP recovery, first thing we're going to do is we'll go into wipe, advanced wipe, and select Dalvik and cache. We're not going to do a wipe of system and data. We're going to select Dalvik and cache only and then swipe to wipe. Once that is done, click on the home button. Back on the home screen, we'll go into install, and now you need to navigate to the folder where you have downloaded all the files. In case you downloaded the files on your phone directly, they will be in the download folder. In my case, I transferred them manually from my computer, so they are in the root directory of SD card. First file which we need to select is the MIUI Global 11.0.4.0 Android 10 ROM zip file. Next, click on Add More Zips, and if you were not encrypted. Again, if your device was not encrypted, we need to select the disable force encryption zip file. Once that is done, we will click on add more zips, and then the next file which we need to select is the Magisk version 20.3 or above. We're using this so that TWRP recovery is not overwritten by Xiaomi's default Mi recovery when we boot into MIUI 11 based on Android 10 for the first time. Once you've selected all the files, all you need to do is swipe to confirm flash. Once the process has finished, we're going to scroll up and make sure that we had no errors. So here it is. This is where they are flashing the MIUI 11.0.4.0 Android 10 ROM, no errors. This is where we are flashing disable force encryption, no errors again. And this is where Magisk is installing, no errors here as well. So we can click on the home button. Next thing we're going to do is click on reboot and then select system. However, if you run into any encryption issues or the device doesn't boot, then you will have to go into wipe, select format data, type in yes, and then click on the check mark button on the bottom right of your keyboard. Do note, this is where you're going to lose all your pictures, videos, and anything important which you have on your device. So make sure you have a backup of all those things. For now, we're going to skip the format data step and see if we can boot into MIUI 11.0.4.0 based on Android 10 without losing any data. So we're going to click on reboot and then select system. And bam, there it is. We have booted back into MIUI 11. You can see that the wallpaper is still Mr. Walter White, and we still have the settings and file manager icon on our home screen, which means our data was not wiped. We can also go into the gallery application. Here are a few pictures which I had taken, and we'll now go into settings and then go into about phone. Bam, there it is. MIUI 11.0.4.0 global stable based on Android 10 with security patch as January 2020. And we can also go into settings and look for encryption. So we'll go into password and security, privacy, encryption and credentials. Phone is not encrypted, which means disable force encryption also worked. So there it is, peeps. That is how you update to MIUI 11.0.4.0 based on Android 10 using TWRP recovery on your Xiaomi Poco F1. And that will do it for this video. I hope my video helped you. Likes, shares, and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.